You are now tuned in to Hits 92.3, where we take great pride in personal expression of one's feelings, thoughts, or ideals. What you're getting ready to hear on this show are the opinions of the hosts and their guests, and they do not reflect the opinions of Hits 92.3 radio station, the brand, management, staff, their respective advertisers, parent companies, or affiliates. Now stay tuned as this show begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Voicing with Queen, the show where real talk meets real vibes, with your host, Queen, and the always hilarious co-host, comedian Keish. We're bringing ATL to Detroit, diving into hot topics, real-life experiences, and a whole lot of laughs. And guess what? We are live right now. So sit back, tune in, and let's get to Voicing with Queen.
Hey, voices, what's going on? We here for another week. Hey, Keish.
And another one. Okay, what up, though, y'all?
And another one.
What up, though? What up, though? Wait, we gotta explain to them what up, though mean for our people down in the A that might not know what up, though mean. That just mean what up, though. This is a Detroit thing, baby, because we coming from the D to the A.
For sure. And for the people who really don't know, it means hello, how you doing? How's it going? You know.
It don't mean none of that shit. It mean what up, though. What up, though mean what up, though.
What up, though?
They know. You ain't gonna do all the definition and explain, okay? Because if they don't know what up, though mean, they a little slow.
But you know, they did get so much love everywhere we go. So
everywhere.
You know they know what up though is.
Right. They start talking about 8 Mile. Look, when you mention you from Detroit, people start asking you about 8 Mile. We be like, okay, 8 Mile ain't nothing really on 8 Mile but liquor stores, okay?
I wasn't hanging out with Eminem back then. You know what I'm saying?
Or they start asking you about what? They start asking you about Big Meech. You know.
I know. Well, he out now. They can ask them for themselves.
He don't talk.
He don't.
I don't think so. All the videos I see, he like, I don't know. I don't know if that's the real Big Meech or not, or if it's a clone. But he don't talk. He just showed them teeth that he just got put in, and them braids look kind of like a lace front. I don't know, but he. I don't know. But shout out to Big Meech. You know what I'm saying? Detroit legend.
Sure.
You know that man. He put in work. He did his time. You know, a lot of people respect Big Meech because. Not because silently. Don't forget, he did his time silently. Silently? No, what I'm saying is this, like you know how he built his team. Like people like, oh, you know, white people respect Big Meech. He was a drug dealer. He was this and that, blah 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 in the streets. A lot of us have been there or know somebody who had been there, but. Did they put their whole team on? Like, did they really build an empire? And a lot of and a lot of us, a lot of African Americans, you know, they have been in the streets. Hey, they not booking charter planes and taking their whole hood out of town.
That's true. That's true.
They not doing that.
True.
He did it.
Everybody is for themselves now.
Yeah.
He put his own team. Only thing he wanted was loyalty. Loyalty and respect. That's
he should have been a whole topic because you know his feud with 50 and everything. Like people like he don't owe him no loyalty. You know, it just a big ass.
So you know how I feel about that. So at the end of the day, I feel like the two should be. It should not be. The same. Like you should be able to. You don't know what kind of relationship he had with him. You see what I'm saying? A relationship with your son, or well, he started off the relationship with your son. Now with you, so it's like I don't get what the issue is. My friend is my friend. Whatever relationship we got, shouldn't nothing to do. What me and somebody else have, even if you and that person is not cool, like I'm not in the middle of that.
Yeah, they street, they street dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like it's street, so it's different. You know what I'm
Well, even with the street code, if it was so much different, then you think he would not have dealt with him this long, or dealt with him when he got out. You know what I'm saying? Mish wouldn't have if it was so much of that. I mean, at the end of the day, we have to grow up, and we should be
right?
able to form in our opinion about people separately than what somebody else's opinion is. Your relationship with somebody else is different. Like,
They
come
old as
on now.
hell. They old as hell. They got arthritis. You know what I'm saying? They
Okay,
need
at the end of the day, you got family members.
style freeze right about now.
At the end of the day, you got family members that's beefing, but you ain't in it. You still have your separate relationship with them.
Yeah, I'm not in it, and if it ain't too heated, I try to get in and try to be the person that try to put things back together because
The mediator, yeah.
Some stuff be stupid. It don't even be worth falling out over, and as a family, we got to stick together. So, it's just mess. It's real messy. You know how 50 is. He just trolling. He the perfect person to troll. Like he is good at what he do when it comes to trolling. Okay, he ain't scared to screenshot, repost. He'll put it out there, and that's why
he is so much of a troll. I love 50. 50, don't come for me. Don't come for me, 50. But I'm just saying, like that trolling, man. Look, you got other stuff better to do than to troll people. Like for real.
Absolutely.
So hey. So today we are speaking about laughing is good for the soul. When the last time that you had a very good laugh?
A very good laugh. I would say earlier today, like, I've been going through a lot, but the thing about it is I always find something funny throughout my day. Like, I got a text message. Well, this really wasn't funny, but I got a text message saying, "Hey, Keish, no disrespect, but that ass was looking good today." And I just laughed, because I felt my drawers going up in my ass, but my pants are so cute. And I went to Pink and bought this badass thong, and I'm like, I'm wearing this to work. You know what I'm saying? And that ass supposed to be good because it's supposed to look good. It's all natural. It's not a lopsided BBL. Nobody put fix a flat or injections in it. It's just kapow. Thanks, Mom and Dad, for the jeans and the jeans that I had on today. What?
I can't take you nowhere.
What? I'm just, it's just like, dang, if this sexual harassment or then maybe they couldn't just help themselves and just said it. I don't know. Well, I need to start wearing longer t-shirts. Y'all wanted me to show it to y'all? Stand up.
Well, we always want people to be honest with us. So maybe the person just felt like, look, today is the day I got the courage. You know what I'm saying?
They got the courage. I guess so. I mean, it's 2025, so I guess you just say what you feel, even if it's kind of weird. No? Yes?
Well, probably a little bit. Is they cute? Do you like the person?
As a person, they cute, but they kind of look like a Doberman Pinscher with a do-rag on. So if I want to be honest,
I really hope that person is not watching right now.
I mean, they'd be cute if they was a dog I tied up to a tree and just look out the window. Oh, look at
that is so mean, friend.
Oh, we being honest though. They can say what they want, so can I.
Yeah. Look, it's a safe place here. You can say whatever you want to. It's a very, very safe place here. Laughing is good for the soul. And how was that funny to you though?
because I wore them pants on purpose.
Just to get a reaction?
No, not to get a reaction, but Linda G said she want to see it. Where that money at, Linda G? G, what the G stand for? Grand shoe. Let me see some money. No, but I like look, y'all. I have lost over 100 pounds. I did gain a couple pounds back, but I lost over 100 pounds, and I liked my new body. Like I like the way it's shaped. I always had a shape, but I just had some extra biscuits and briskets hanging from the sides. I always had a shape though, but. Mm-hmm. I mean, I like wearing fitted clothes. I ain't got to really cover up and be wearing a muumuu all damn day. You know, I ain't got to dress in all black, even though I'm in all black today. But, you know, I'm just enjoying my health journey. I'm enjoying my sobriety journey and health as well. So, hey, enjoy how you look. Enjoy your youth. You know, stuff starts sagging and wrinkling up. And you're going to wish that you did.
Most definitely, and that's the way that I'm on. Like I was 200 pounds for the last 3-4 years, and then lost over 40 pounds. So, you know, I'm back to me because I never been that heavy. You know, like since I even being pregnant with my children, I never been that heavy. So it was like, what is this? Like, oh my God! But I feel better. Yes. I can move better, you know, and you're right about them outfits, honey, because I think
Snatch.
I'm about to go get a sexy photo shot suit, you know, the whole nother shebang. Okay.
Birthday suit.
Well, I don't know about the birthday suit. I gotta cover up something. I gotta leave something to the imagination, but for sure, I really want to save off the sex, you know, bring out the sexiness on camera because I want them, you know, I always wanted one of them big pictures in my living room of me, but, you know, yeah.
Enjoy yourself, enjoy your beauty, enjoy your youth, enjoy your health. Hey, treat yourself, go shopping, you know.
For sure. Don't overspend. Now, I'm like Cash Doll. If you don't got a bag to put in it, to replace that bag you spending,
okay,
don't do it.
She talking to somebody out there. She talking to y'all.
Okay. Don't do it. I love me some Cash Doll. Come running down.
Yes. Cash Doll, she doing her thing. Shout out to Cash Doll, the Detroit
for real. You know, Detroit legend for real.
Yeah, one of the coldest females from the D out here enjoying her new boo.
Okay. Now that was an upgrade. Now that's how you upgrade, ladies. That is exactly how you upgrade.
Alphabet Boys, you heard the diss track. Alphabet Boys, okay. She NBA, NFL, don't know Alphabet Boys. NHL, if you want a little vanilla in your chocolate, get you a hockey player, okay.
See, I ain't the only one that know the lyrics of Detroit native Cash Doll, my baby. I ain't playing. If I ever question a woman, that's it. Like I love her. I love the way she moved, the way she carried herself. She dope as fuck. I love her. Yeah. All right, y'all. We'll be back for the advertisement break. And when we come back, we'll be back with Black Pioneer of the Week, which is your favorite, me. See you all in a minute.
Calling all entrepreneurs, women and men. Get ready for the second annual Women's Entrepreneur Empowerment Brunch. Join us on Saturday, May 24th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at 7426 Nichols in Detroit for an unforgettable day of inspiration, networking, and empowerment. Hosted by comedian Kesh Gallman with powerful guest speakers, Queen, event creator and serial entrepreneur, Diva Coates, public speaker, author, and music artist, Coco, media personality and comedian, Ashara Walker, real estate agent. Plus, don't miss a special appearance from Wood from the D Spot. Enjoy delicious food, networking, raffles, vendors, and mimosas, both alcoholic and non-alcoholic. Men are welcome too. This event is for everyone looking to grow, connect, and be inspired. Tickets are selling fast. Get yours now at Eventbrite. For more information, email queenbutterfliesllc@gmail.com.
Decatur, Lithonia, Conyers, Covington, McDonough, and all surrounding areas. Something Special Bar and Lounge presents Music Bingo and Karaoke. That's right, you heard me. Music Bingo and Karaoke every Wednesday at Something Special Bar and Lounge. On the 1 and 2s, we got DJ P. Not to mention, we got the host with the most, Kels. We got drink specials, plus the full kitchen, seafood dip, salmon bites, sweet heat wings, jerk chicken egg roll. From 5 to 7 is our happy hour. Mix and match, 2 items. Looking for good vibes, delicious drinks, delicious food. Something Special Bar and Lounge, 1377 Old McDonough Highway, Conyers, Georgia. The best spot on the east side. Express lunch on the go. Not to mention now open for lunch from 11 to 3 Monday through Friday. Look us up on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Something Special Bar and Lounge.
Welcome back, everybody. So we about to get into Black Pioneer of the Week, right? Right. It's that time. All right. So this week, Black Pioneer of the Week is Miss Jackie Moms Mabley. Miss Jackie Moms Mabley is the first African American woman on the scene in the comedy game. Not only was she doing comedy, she was doing acting, and her biggest passion was music. She was born in March 12th of 1897. And back in North Carolina, she was one of 16 children. Okay, and even then, she had parents who owned successful businesses as well. And she did a lot of things in her career. She started her career off at the age of 14, where she went over to the children's circuit. The children's circuit is, um, even though it was the era of racism and segregation, yeah, the end of the 19th century, the early part of the 20th century. She fled to New York after that, and that's when she became really, really big in theater. She started appearing in different films and on television programs. And she's also one of the first comedians to come out openly to say she was gay, that she was a lesbian, should I say. Excuse my correction, in 1921. And then from there, of opening up about that, she started doing many lesbian stand-up comedy shows across the world. And with the help with the children circuit, that allow a lot of Black entertainers at that time to be able to go across the world performing. So that was a big thing for them to do. And eventually, back in the 1960s, she became more known to a wider white audience that accepted her more. And then she got on this one show where she was able to use her vocal skills, meaning music. And it's hilarious because her name really isn't Jackie Moms Mobley. She was really born Loretta Mary Atkin. How she got that name? That's it. Look, listen, research is a mug, right? But I love the times that we in. This is not like the times that I was born and raised in, where we had to go to the library and do our research and get 1,001 books to put together a 2-page report. I love the internet. Makes everything so easy, right? But she did. In 1921, she did that, and it really just opened up everything. And researching about her and knowing the things that she went through, from being raped at the age of 11 and 12, having two kids beyond, past that, that was given up for adoption, which she later on had reunited with. But she did a lot. She was the very first African American woman to perform at the Apollo Theater. That is huge. So you talking about stepping stones, and the last couple of weeks we've been talking about how major our Black communities has been, and we've been highlighting some potential Black people. Well, not potential because they are amazing and made a marking on today's future and everything, right? With the things that they have done. And so it's been a great honor with that. But just looking at the last 3 weeks on who we've been talking about and what we've been talking about, we was very ambitious even back in the 20th century during racism, segregation. We didn't let that stop us then. So um, I say that to say that if we're not letting them stop us then, I know we ain't letting them stop us now. And she didn't. And at the age of 74, I want to say, she still had um, the number, with her record held the top 40 in the Billboard's Hot 100, even at the age of 74. And when she passed away, unfortunately, at the age at 81. But she did a lot, and she opened a lot of doors, especially for African American women in the comedy game. So I really just wanted to salute her at this moment. So salute. Oh, I ain't tell y'all about the funny part, huh? The name, before I go. The name. So her name, that everybody know her by, Jackie Mobley, she took that name from an ex-boyfriend. She said in an Ebony interview back in 1970 that he took a lot from her. So that was the one thing she took from him was his name, and that became her stage name. So there y'all go, a little bit of our history. See y'all next Wednesday.
Looking for an ultimate getaway? Queen Butterflies Travel presents Utopia of the Seas. This Labor Day weekend, set sail for Port Canaveral, Florida on August 29th, 2025. Enjoy stops in Nassau, Bahamas, and a perfect day at Coco Cay. Indulge in the world-class dining, thrilling water slides, stunning ocean views, and non-stop entertainment aboard Royal Caribbean's newest luxury cruise. Cabins are selling fast. Interior rooms start at just $714.54 per person, with balcony and ocean view options available. Secure your spot with just a $200 deposit, due by April the 12th, 2025. Don't wait. Book now before cabins are gone. Call Queen at area code 248-200-6355 today.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. You gotta unmute yourself, Keish.
Do that.
Hi, welcome. Welcome back.
Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. Y'all better get y'all spot for the cruise.
Okay, because I'm trying to tell you, they going fast. They really is. They going fast. You talking about a nice little trip, getaway, Labor Day weekend, and me, I would want to go by myself. Maybe with one other person, but yeah, no kids. Somewhere relaxed before they start back to school, before you start having to do parent duties and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Just a little realization just for the parents, you know what I'm saying? I would. You can bring your
Like,
kids if
yes,
you
get
want
them
to,
kids.
but me,
Don't bring no kids on no cruise. Okay, you better get that wristband for all the drinks that you want, and get a babysitter. Leave them kids at home. You know, like the dog can watch them. You know what I'm saying? And go on that cruise. Get them kids. They take too much up of your money. Don't bring no
for
kids on
sure.
with you. You take them to Disney.
Hey, look,
They trip.
listen, we do have a cruise that's for adults only. No kids is allowed on the cruise ship.
Oh yeah. Okay, but that's the one then. That's the one. No
Okay,
kids.
well, I'm y'all private travel
Wow.
agent, so I'll go ahead and put that together. We'll have that in the next couple of weeks. How about that?
Yeah, put that together for sure. And pioneer the Black Pioneer of the Week, Moms Mabley. Like, shout out to her because she did what she did. I can do what I do now, paving the way for female comedians to have a dirty mouth sometime.
Absolutely. And she had a potty mouth. And one thing about her that stood out amongst everybody is the fact that she was very open and vocal about racism, sexuality, brutality, everything. She was unfiltered. She was unfiltered
Yeah,
and loved by so many.
yes, she was. And a lot of people say to you, you remind me of her because you just say what you want, you say what you feel, and you say it with empowerment. Like, I feel like this. If you don't like my style of comedy, then don't book me. Because I'm not one of those comics that you can just say, hey, you can't do this, you can't. Like, that really bothers me because you already know what I can do. And I can do
Right.
clean, I can do dirty. I did comedy for school-age children, church people, nursing homes, and comedy in the nightclub. So it's just
Right.
like, hey, I'm not trying to not be myself for nobody. And
True.
it's power in that. It's power in that. So if you don't like my style of comedy and I gotta do this and do that, like, I'm a professional comedian. So I know that if I'm going, what kind of crowd I'm going to before I get there. I can read the crowd. I know what to do. You don't have to school me or tell me, what to do because I already know what to do. I'm a professional.
Right. Absolutely. 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 So at the end of the day, some people want to tell you how to do your job, like you don't know how.
Stop it. And comedy has changed so much because people are so sensitive now. Like, I grew up on the era of like Def Comedy Jam, watching like Cheryl Underwood say whatever she want, some more, just like raw
Absolutely.
comedy. And now have changed where you can't really be as raw as you want to sometimes because people are so sensitive. And I have had incidents where I've got into it with the audience. Remember, like, I'm the type of comedian, I'm not gonna bother you unless you bother me. I'm not gonna roast you unless you trying to be a comedian, but I got the microphone, baby, so I'm gonna always win. You know what I'm saying? So but you have to like kind of watch what you do say because people are sensitive.
For real. Too sensitive. But I feel like this. First
It's
of all,
cancel culture. That's why.
it should, first of all, no. At the end of the day, I'm not making no excuses for nobody. You should know who you're going to see.
You should know.
And if you know you're going to hear comedy, then it is what it is. I can't stand when somebody is literally trying to, take over the show, down the show. People, I love to laugh. I'm coming to
Right.
all comedy shows. As long as my schedule allow me to, I'm coming. I love to laugh. I need to laugh. That's my way of unwinding. I don't need somebody whining because they sensitive about a joke. Like, that's what you here for.
Yeah, but hey, it's not like that. I've had like not even been like roasting somebody, but kind of like just doing some crowd work and admiring their clothes or saying something not in a negative way, and they still get mad. It's just like you can't. I'm gonna do it anyway because my crowd work is awesome. I don't give a fuck. I am a people person. I'm gonna come down into the crowd. I'm gonna see who there. Okay, I'm gonna see who dressed the best. I'm gonna see who lace front crooked. You know, I don't care. If you want to fight, we can fight.
Lace front crooked, fool.
Yeah, we can we can go outside, I guess. I mean, I won't be outside. I wouldn't want
to give y'all look, it's some rules to going to a comedy show, okay? One, if you know that your shoes messed up, your clothes ain't on right, your hair ain't done right, or something, you off for real. Do not sit in the front.
It's just
You're
not
going to get roasted.
It's just not the same though. Like you do have to be caught. I've been in shows when stuff done broke out, and sometimes it's not even worth it. Like I know how to roll. If somebody ain't trying to have fun with me, I know how to roll off. I'm like, okay, I'm moving to the bald headed one next to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. But I everybody came. People laugh at getting roasted. They wanted to get roasted. Like, now I know damn well that you ain't sitting in the front with that on, that hanging off your head, and then think you was gonna get roasted. People wanted to come to the comedy show and be a part of the show and get roasted. Now they want to fight you for trying to be funny.
Yeah, for trying, like, you did it to yourself. Why would you do that? Rule number 2, do not heckle the comedian. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. We are a community of friends and family. Don't heckle the comedian.
You scared that one out of that punchline.
Yeah, that was the time that I came around that way, and Hirsch came around that way, and then my husband was in the back that way following me. Yeah, and her husband finally paid attention to what was around her and said, "Baby, we gotta go now. Like, stop. We gotta go. Shut up." Yeah. Please don't have. I mean, you there for a comedy show? Like, I mean, I really believe the woman was just drunk. I do.
Yeah, she was. She was though.
She was drunk and she was in love, so she was drunk in love all at the same time. You know what I'm saying? You know how that goes.
Yeah,
it was gonna work out too good for her at the end, but I think she was. Yeah.
I hope she had a better night after she left.
I hope so. Maybe she threw up when she drunk.
That one dude, that one, no way that was her real boyfriend. That was like a pimp or something. Sugar daddy's son. I hope she made a couple of dollars.
Oh my God. I don't know what it was. It was just like, and even the other comments was like, I don't know what happened. Like, she was just cool, talking, laughing. She just, I don't know. Maybe you losing that weight got to her because she couldn't do it. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
That lady have never seen me a day in her life. Her and her 27 piece.
You never knew. I'm friend. I'm friend. I ain't gonna let you do that.
Was it 27 piece?
No, you never know who watching you, baby.
Oh.
Yeah. We got stalkers we got internet. So we have stalkers without knowing we got stalkers now. Don't do that, friend. You don't know who watching you?
Shout out to everybody that's watching me. Hey. Shout out to everybody.
All right, y'all. We'll be back after this next advertisement, and we'll be back with Kicking It with Keish.
Calling all entrepreneurs, women and men. Get ready for the second annual Women's Entrepreneur Empowerment Brunch. Join us on Saturday, May 24th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at 7426 Nichols in Detroit for an unforgettable day of inspiration, networking, and empowerment. Hosted by comedian Kesh Gallman with powerful guest speakers Queen, event creator and serial entrepreneur, Diva Coates, public speaker, author, and music artist, Coco, media personality and comedian, Ashara Walker, real estate agent. Plus, don't miss a special appearance from Wood from the D Spot. Enjoy delicious food, networking, raffles, vendors, and mimosas, both alcoholic and non-alcoholic. Men are welcome too. This event is for everyone looking to grow, connect, and be inspired. Tickets are selling fast. Get yours now at Eventbrite. For more information, email queenbutterfliesllc@gmail.com.
It's now time for Kicking it with Keish.
What up, though, y'all? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all see me? I think I'm experiencing some technical difficulty right now. I hope that y'all can hear me, and I hope that y'all can see me. I hope so. Let me see something here. If y'all can hear me, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Voicing with Queen. Okay, last week we talked about crashing out. This week we talking about just advice. Okay, giving people advice, sound advice, and I'm gonna give y'all some advice tonight. Okay. So look, y'all, if you're in the Detroit area tonight, I am stepping out tonight. Okay, I'm going to be down at La Casa Cigar Lounge for the comedy night. I am the headliner, and it's hosted by comedian Dre Murray. Y'all make sure y'all get there. The show started at 8:30, so the show is like right after this show. And hey, come in down, get a laugh, get your drink on, get a cigar. It's a very popular spot here in Detroit where everybody hangs out at. So if y'all in the D, come see me because I've been on a 2-week hiatus. I'm back on the stage. Laughter is therapy. I'm ready to make y'all laugh. Okay, so I'm just here to give y'all some sound advice because 2025 is a WTF year. Okay, we don't know what's going on. It's a lot of things going on in the world. It's crazy, but I'm just here to tell y'all to hold on, okay? If you hanging by a strand, hold on, okay? Don't let go. We don't know what's going on, what's going to happen with the economy. It's just so much stuff going on. So look, I'm going to give y'all some advice because this is what I've been doing. All of my certifications, okay, because sometimes comedy just don't be paying too much, and you got to have like multiple side hustles. I know for my career and what I do, you know, I got to have a backup plan. So look, if you are trained in something, get retrained, get another trade. Make sure all your certifications are up to date. I was doing training yesterday for my home healthcare business, just making sure that everything is up to date, just in case I have to fall back on that. You got to have a backup plan because you never know. And if if it's something that you wanted to do or wanted to learn or want to get trained on, you want to go back to school, it's the perfect time right now. You better do it before your financial aid be gone, okay? Because Trump, he is not playing with pulling back all of these programs that provide funding, for low income. Okay, he trying to mess with Section 8 and everything. So y'all stack y'all chips, okay? Stock up on food. Fill that deep freezer up like grandma used to do. Get you a bucket, fill it up with rice, beans. We don't know what's going to happen, just like last time. We didn't know we was going to get hit with a pandemic, and we wasn't ready, honey. Okay, we was in that grocery store scrambling for toilet paper to wipe that ass, okay? We was scrambling for soap and hand sanitizer, paper towel. So, hey, we got to be prepared for the worst. You just never know. And me and my family, we are planning for the worst. And that's why I wanted to share this with you and give y'all this advice. To go ahead, don't put all your eggs in one basket, okay? We might not even have a basket to put some eggs in. And from what I'm hearing, eggs is like $7-8 now. I don't eat a lot of eggs. I don't know. The word on the street is like eggs is like eggs is like the bag out here, okay? If you got eggs, you bad, okay? You balling if you got some eggs. If you got some scrambled eggs and you can afford to put some cheese on it, baby, you the plug. So, what else I want to give y'all advice about? Health is wealth. I've mentioned to Queen earlier, we was talking about just like enjoying our beauty, enjoying our bodies. This is the perfect time to start thinking about getting healthy again, okay? I'm not saying that you got to be on a strict diet because we not on strict diets. I love to snack, okay? I done gained a couple of pounds because I love to snack, but I'm cutting back, okay? And I started with, the alcohol. So this is the perfect time to focus on you. Get back into your bag, not only your financial bag, we're getting educated, getting retrained, getting some certifications, but also, if you're not big on going to the gym, just go for a walk. If you got a dog, if you got a pet, go ahead and walk little Toby for a couple of blocks, okay? Just make sure if he boo-boo on somebody's grass that you clean it up, because I don't play that. I will open up my screen door like, ma'am, is you gonna pick that up? But yes, this is the time to focus. Everybody's not religious, but hey, if you're not, whatever you do to cleanse your soul, meditation, just having a quiet time or just listening to some music, please do that, because it's just so much going on in the world that you have to go back to square one. You have to go back to first base and just reset yourself. I had to do it for myself. Like, it's so much going on in the world, and I just need a fresh start. I need to reset. So I hope y'all take that advice, and I'm gonna see y'all next week on Kicking It with Keish. Peace.
Looking for an ultimate getaway? Queen Butterflies Travel presents Utopia of the Seas. This Labor Day weekend, set sail for Port Canaveral, Florida on August 29th, 2025. Enjoy stops in Nassau, Bahamas, and a perfect day at Coco Cay. Indulge in the world-class dining, thrilling water slides, stunning ocean views, and non-stop entertainment aboard Royal Caribbean's newest luxury cruise. Cabins are selling fast. Interior rooms start at just $714.54 per person, with balcony and ocean view options available. Secure your spot with just a $200 deposit, due by April the 12th, 2025. Don't wait. Book now before cabins are gone. Call Queen at area code 248-200-6355 today.
I like how he said
I
that.
move it, make it. Ooh, I wanna take a Bermuda, Bahama. Come on, pretty mama. Kiago. That was my song. That's what made me love to travel and always wanted to travel since a kid, because of that song.
Yes.
I love that song. But yeah, so reach out to me. Go ahead and book your cabin. Come on with me. Let's relax in the Bahamas for a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm getting my body right for the Bahamas, baby. Gotta be right.
Okay.
Got to be right. You know what I'm saying? But yes, you have to find some kind of humor in today's society. Like, it is so much going on and everything, and with y'all president and all his removing constitutions and laws, and yeah, it's really time for us to get back to us, and it's time for us to really prepare for whatever it may be. Like you said, during that pandemic, grocery stores, like, they was empty.
Yeah, I hate to see people panicking. Like, a lot of people are panicking. They worry about stuff like their 401k, they retirement, like things like that. But I'm just saying, like, just in case you need to get back into your bag, you might need to, get some certifications. You might need to go back to school. You might need to do a new budget. You might have to cut back on spending.
Maybe.
You got to be.
You may have to stop drinking like we stopped drinking. Stop buying some weed, or you may have to stop that habit.
Look,
I mean,
you
it
might
is
need
what
a
it
little
is.
weed for what's going on right now. You might need a little weed, okay? You might need a little something.
Well, it is places you could get it for a discount, but I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, you do have to budget, and sometimes with budgeting, you have to cut out things that you just love to do in order to be successful in the things that you want to do. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, but if y'all need help, contact me. Queen Butterflies, I do it all. Yes, I do it all. I ain't gonna tell you.
You gonna help them find a weed?
I can help them do that. I do networking. That's part of networking. It's legal here.
It is.
I sure can.
Legal here.
I sure can. Yep. And you don't need no card. I got you. Just let me know what you need. What you need.
Plug.
How you want it.
How do you want it? Why y'all can call in. Don't be shy, y'all.
Please call in. Please call in. I'll be reading the comments after we get off and during the week before we come back on. And it'd be a lot of comments, but they never want to call in. We would love to talk to y'all. Don't be scared of us. We don't bite. We don't bite. You can call in.
No.
You know what? We're gonna, you know what? I think I'm gonna start. We're gonna do a little dating show or something for you.
Y'all hooking some people. What, hooking love connection or something like that?
You want to do a hood love connection?
Hook up.
I got you.
I'm bad at that.
We can do 5 minutes.
I'm not the best matchmaker.
I am. You want me? I can
You
screen
are,
them.
okay.
I do background checks.
Okay, but you can do the matching. I'm gonna do the asking them questions and stuff like that.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to make it simple.
I'm not good at picking my own.
So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make up a questionnaire. You know, I'm good with paperwork, so I'm gonna make up a questionnaire. I'm gonna want you to fill it out. And if I'm successful, this is gonna be another skill that I add to what I do. Love making, matching, not love making.
Love matching. Ooh, that's a skill.
Matching. But
you can tell her herself. Y'all heard that, fellas? She's single now too. She said her skill is love making.
How dare you?
Muy caliente. She's very
I
hot.
didn't mean this.
She's very hot and ready, like that pizza. Hot and ready. Extra garlic parm.
That was the wrong M I used. I meant matching, not making.
What you thinking about? Let me find out. What you did before voicing with Queen? You got your hair. You got a new hairstyle from last week. You're glowing. Okay. Let me find out.
And money always made me grow and glow. Shit. Money always do that.
I'm just saying, let me find out. You ain't told me something. Talking about love making this. I didn't
mean to say that.
Okay.
I'll
let you get a pass on that.
It was a slip. It's gonna have to take a really mighty man in order to, because it's a temple. I am God's daughter. You gotta come correct.
Oh,
Miss Linda said my man 36 years. Okay.
36 years. Linda G got that. Hey, Linda G got that WAP.
Yeah, she had it before Cardi B.
Collard greens and cornbread. Yes, Linda G.
Pork chop.
Linda G. Look, Linda G. need to teach a class.
For sure.
I know that's right. Congratulations. 36 years, that's a long time.
That is a very, very long time. And you don't see that much often. That's crazy. You don't hear about that much often. You know what? I think part of it is that people don't know or want to first set aside their pride, 2, compromise, and 3, admit and then take accountability for stuff. You know what I'm saying? And fight it out and work it out. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be peaches and cream every single day. You're going to have hiccups. If it's peaches and cream every single day, something wrong.
I know. Like, take accountability. Like, sometimes just wash your own drawers.
Wash the dish or 2. Clean the bathroom, clean the toilet.
Help me help you.
Learn how to aim correctly.
50-50. I believe in that. Like 50-50. We helping each other because it's a different time. So,
ain't nothing wrong with that. At the end of the day, financially, I got me. Financially, I ain't hurting in no kind of which way. I ain't never have been. Even when I pretend that I am, I ain't never been. But it is, it's a support. It's a support. It's the understanding all of that. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes it what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure Miss Linda can vouch for that and say that it's not always peaches and cream, but
Always.
you know what I'm saying? It's about working it through and saying that this the person I want. I'd rather fight and argue with you than to try to build with somebody else that I ain't gonna like next week.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know you. I know you. I know what you gonna do. I know you're gonna cuss me out, have an attitude, but I know you ain't gonna tell my shit.
It out. It's hard. You got somebody good, you better hold on. It's hard.
Baby.
It's even hard out here for a pimp.
It is. It is.
These hoes say,
and my pimp is my kid, so and it's hard.
Yeah,
it's hard.
Hold on.
They rob me all the time. I get beat up at a 1-year-old. I said I was gonna call Dog Protective Services on him because, you know, I don't know where he get it from. He wanna love me. 1 second, he kissed me, everything. He loved me. Then next thing you know, he just smacked me upside the head for no apparent reason. I'm like, what I do to you? I don't deserve that. I'm blaming on you. Like, I told him one day, I said, I am really calling Dog Protective Services on you. Like, you cannot keep abusing me like this. I'm such a sucker for him, though.
You got your hands full.
That's my baby, though. That's my golden. But he don't have to abuse me like that. I get abused all the time. Kids run over me. As much as I fuss, they just run over me. I'm such a softie for the kids.
You be spoiling them, don't you? Yeah.
They rotten.
They rotten. Yeah, you did it.
They rotten. But with limitations. They rotten, but with limitations. They know when I mean business. But as long as they doing what they supposed to do, they get whatever they want. And I do allow my kids to be vocal. Express your feelings. Let me know how you feel. Because I don't need the streets teaching you what the streets got to teach you, because the streets is what it is.
The streets don't love you. They the streets.
They don't love you. You know what I'm saying? I love you. Exactly. So, you know, I always allow my kids to be vocal with me and express their feelings or whatever. I let them say a cussing word or two. It is what it is. But when I say pipe down, when I tone change and I say no, stop, whatever the case may be, my kids know to no, stop, stand still, because I'm in business. You know what I'm saying? So
you coming out. Extension cord. We got wood with it, whatever she could find. My mom, hanger, extension cord, belt.
Oh, that's the old school wood thing. You know, they call the police on those.
They worked. Look at me. They worked. We need to go back to that.
We ain't there yet.
We need to go back.
All right, y'all. That was Voices with Queen, with your host Queen and your co-host Keish. Come out tonight. Step out for a second. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and we'll see y'all next week at 7 p.m. sharp. Stay sweet.
That's a wrap for Voicing with Queen. Big thanks for tuning in and rocking with us. Don't forget to follow Queen and comedian Keish on social media, along with Voicing with Queen, and catch us live every Wednesday from 7 to 8 p.m. Until next time, stay bold, stay real, and keep voicing. See you soon.